Introducing the Forza Motorsport's Blind Driving Assist Guide. Thank you so much to Forza for offering me a free copy.
The steering guide is one of the most important directional cues, designed to point you towards the suggested racing line, which is the fastest way around the track. It's important to note that the racing line will often take you to the very edge of the asphalt, and sometimes slightly beyond, as it points you to the quickest path through a turn. As you drive away from the line, you will hear the sound of your engine and tires pan left or right. Try to bring the car audio back to the center by making steering adjustments in the correct direction. By default, you should turn towards the sound of the car, as if you were following it around the track. However, if you would rather it feel like you are pulling the car back on track, you can easily flip the panning with the invert steering guide setting. As you approach a turn, I'll call out the direction of the turn by saying right or left, followed by a number from 1 to 6, describing the severity of the turn angle. The lower the number, the more severe the angle. Some race circuits feature turns that connect directly to other turns, with little time in between. For instance, if I say right 1 into left 1, that means that those two severe turns connect. So you'd want to get off the gas, then get on the brake, and turn right. But wait to get back on the gas until you've entered and exited that connecting left turn.
Right 1 into left hairpin. Right 1 into left 5. Right 4 into right 1. Left 3 into right hairpin long. Left 3.
Approaching each turn, you will hear these 3 turn countdown cues, so you know how close you are to the start of the turn. After that third countdown cue, you'll steer into the turn. Immediately after, you should hear the first of 3 turn gate cues. As you continue through your turn arc and reach the midpoint or apex of the turn, you'll hear the second turn gate cue. Once you hear that third turn gate cue, get back on the throttle and safely exit the turn. For situations where there are a series of connected turns, the turn countdown cues will only play leading up to the first turn. You'll know you've exited the last turn in the series when you hear this higher-pitched version of the turn gate exit cue. There will be times when I need to take control of the car, like when you're entering or exiting the pits. When that happens, I'll alert you with this sound. When it's time to return control of the car, you'll hear this sound to know you are back in full control.
Your car drives up the wet pit lane. Your pit crew replaces your worn tires with fresh rubber. Your car leaves the pits with the rain still falling.
As you approach a braking zone before a turn, you will hear these deceleration cues. When you hear that, get off the throttle and begin to apply pressure to your brakes. If you hear the alert speed up in intensity like this, that means you'll want to add even more pressure on your brakes to slow down that much more before you steer into the turn. When the deceleration cues stop playing, that's an indication that you can start applying throttle again. Every turn and every car are different, so experiment with braking and throttle control as you develop your racecraft. The cue will change to let you know when you're at the very edge of the track limits. If you drop more than 2 wheels off track, you'll be alerted with this cue, signifying you are outside of the track limits and your lap is dirty. When you've made your way back within the track limits, we'll let you know by playing this cue. When the gear indicator is on, the car's onboard computer will tell you which gear you've just shifted into.
6. 5th. 6. 5th. 4th. 3rd. 4th. 3rd. 4th. 5th. 4th. 5th. 4th. 6, 7.
If you choose to drive with a manual transmission, you will occasionally hear this shift up cue. That will let you know you're approaching your engine's RPM limit, and you need to shift up a gear to continue accelerating. Just gotten off the throttle and onto your brakes before a tight turn, you may hear this downshift alert. That's your cue to shift down a gear, or two in some cases, as you drive slowly through the turn so that your car will be ready for maximum acceleration when you exit the turn. This cue only plays when driving with a manual transmission. If you spin out or somehow find your car headed in the wrong direction, you'll hear this wrong way cue. This is your cue that you should turn around when it's safe to do so. Once you're pointed in the correct direction, you'll hear this cue. Then get back on the throttle to rejoin the race.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.